Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're doing something a bit different. Think of it as a real-time snapshot. We're placing ourselves right in Chiang Mai, Thailand, on July 13th, 2025. Smack bang in the middle of the monsoon season. We've gathered local news reports from that specific day. And the idea is to see how this really beautiful city handles its climate challenges, day to day. What really jumps out at you from this kind of focused look?
Yeah, it's fascinating. What strikes me is you see a city that's not just, well, putting up with the rain. It's actively adapting, innovating right in the middle of these very real daily hurdles. It gives you this unique window into urban resilience, not just coping, but actually thriving.
Okay, let's dive into that snapshot then. The immediate effects of the heavy rain that day. What's the first thing the sources show us?
Well, it's the sheer speed of the disruption, isn't it? You look at places like Taipei Gate, Jingjai Market, popular weekend spots. Our sources say stalls were packing up early, fewer people around. It's a direct hit to, daily life and business.
Right, the visible stuff.
Exactly. And it's not just local markets. Chiang Mai International, the airport, CNX, it had domestic and regional flights facing delays, even diversions. So
Yep.
you see, the rain isn't just, falling water. It's actively messing with the city's rhythm.
It sounds like the city's constantly adjusting,
Yeah.
minute by minute almost. But are they doing more than just reacting? What are they actively doing to maybe lessen these impacts, even while it's pouring?
That's where you really see the resilience piece. Take the Watergate drainage upgrade near the Chiang Mai Canal. It's apparently 85% complete, according to the reports from that day. Now, this isn't just shifting water around. It's a proper strategic investment.
85% done. Okay.
Yeah, and it's projected to cut inner-city flooding by something like 30% during the heaviest rain. That's, planning for the long haul.
A significant number.
Definitely. And it's not just about concrete and pipes. The Chiang Mai Zoo, for instance, activated its flood safety plan. They were repositioning animals, checking enclosures, more staff patrolling for visitors. It shows this kind of broader thinking about protecting life, both human and animal.
So real mix of big infrastructure projects and immediate tactical responses. What about down at the community level? How are ordinary people in Chiang Mai getting involved or being supported?
That's also quite impressive, the sort of distributed effort. We see reports of 1,200 sandbags and emergency kits being delivered to the Mae Rim district. That's directly helping areas where lowland farms and homes were already affected.
Targeting the most vulnerable spots first.
Exactly. And public schools were getting involved, too, sending out weather prep notices, handing out waterproof ponchos, even checking drainage around the school grounds. It makes preparedness feel like a shared thing, reaching into neighborhoods and schools.
Yeah, kind of widespread action is powerful. But with all this rain, there must be environmental worries, too. I imagine it's a tricky balance.
Oh, absolutely. There are concerns. Environmental groups were raising red flags about increased soil erosion on the Doi Suthep hiking trails. They were even calling for closures and reforestation efforts, which is, a serious long-term issue.
Right, the trails are iconic there.
They are. But then here's the fascinating flip side. Wildlife cameras around the same time got the second confirmed sighting of a serow. It's a type of rare mountain goat antelope near Ban Pa Pong Piang.
Wow, really? Amidst all the flooding?
Yeah. And it's more than just a nice wildlife photo. It acts as this vital sign that despite the monsoon stress, the surrounding ecosystems still have this underlying health, this biodiversity. It suggests, well, it's deeper resilience in the environment itself.
That's almost paradoxical, isn't it? A sign of health right when things are challenging. This city clearly has a strong spirit. Are there examples of just, normal life carrying on, maybe even thriving a bit, despite the weather?
Definitely. The Halal Street Food Festival at Central Festival, for example, it kept going. Okay, maybe crowds were a bit smaller, but vendors said local support was strong. They used tents, managed the drainage.
Smart adaptation.
Exactly. It shows how local events can adapt. They didn't just cancel, they found a way. It becomes a sort of display of community spirit. They just push through.
That really says a lot. And what's maybe most interesting is how the outside world sees Chiang Mai, even with these monsoon challenges happening. our sources touch on this global view.
Right, and this is where it gets really intriguing. Despite everything we've just talked about the rain, the disruptions Chiang Mai was ranked. It was listed in the top 5 green retreats by Asia Nature Weekly around that time.
A green retreat during monsoon season.
I know, right? They specifically praise its rainy season charm, its eco tours, and this balance it strikes between being a city and having all this natural beauty right there. And this isn't just praise, it's actually driving interest from eco tourists. So the very challenge, the monsoon, is somehow becoming part of its unique appeal.
It's like turning a perceived weakness into a strength, almost.
Precisely. It's a really powerful example of that.
So looking back at our July 13th snapshot, we've seen this incredible, complex picture of Chiang Mai. A city clearly affected by its monsoon, sometimes heavily, but also it's constantly adapting, innovating, and somehow even boosting its global image because of how it handles these natural cycles. It's quite the story of resilience.
It absolutely is.
Hmm.
And maybe the thought to leave you with is this. Consider how a city's most immediate, obvious challenges, like a heavy monsoon season, how those very things can paradoxically highlight its deeper long-term strengths, its resilience, its unique character, its appeal as one of these green retreats. It really makes you reconsider what urban strength looks like, doesn't it?